Late on Monday night local time, a strong earthquake measuring magnitude 7.5 shook off the northern coast of Japan, near the prefecture of Aomori Prefecture. The quake, initially measured as magnitude 7.6, struck some 80 kilometers offshore, at a depth around 50 to 54 kilometers. The tremor triggered a tsunami warning for coastal areas along Japan's Pacific coastline, including parts of Hokkaido and Aomori. Authorities initially forecast waves as high as 3 meters, prompting evacuation orders for some 90,000 residents. In the hours that followed, seismological agencies confirmed tsunami activity, but the observed waves were far lower than the worst-case predictions. The highest measured wave reached about 70 centimeters, roughly 2 feet, in some ports, with coastal communities seeing smaller wave heights between 20 and 70 centimeters. The tsunami warning was eventually downgraded to an advisory, then lifted entirely by early Tuesday morning. Residents were told it is safe to return, though authorities urged continued vigilance due to the possibility of aftershocks. At least 23 people were reported injured as a result of the quake and subsequent tsunami, mostly due to falling objects and debris. Some residential areas, about 800 homes, experienced temporary power outages and public transport was disrupted. Local rail and high-speed bullet train services were suspended in the affected region. There was also disruption to air travel. Some 200 passengers were stranded overnight at New Chitose Airport in Hokkaido as flights were canceled or delayed due to safety inspections. Meanwhile, nuclear facilities in the region were inspected, including a noted water spill at the Rakasho nuclear reprocessing plant, but authorities confirmed there was no immediate danger to public safety. Despite the lack of widespread destruction, the quake shook communities across northern Japan, including cities such as Hachinohe, many of whose residents described terrifying shaking that lasted around 30 seconds, with personal belongings crashing to the floor. The seismic event has prompted authorities to issue a special alert, a post-earthquake advisory, along the coasts of Hokkaido and the broader Sanriku region, warning of an increased chance of a stronger megaquake in the coming days. Officials have urged residents in 182 municipalities across the northeast coast to prepare, review evacuation routes, assemble emergency supplies, water, food, portable sanitation, secure heavy furniture at home, and stay away from rivers and coastal zones until further notice. Given this quake occurred in a region devastated in the past, including by the 2011 disaster that triggered the Fukushima crisis, many are once again reminded of the need for vigilance and preparedness. As of early Tuesday, emergency crews have begun damage assessments, cleared debris, and restored services. Although no major structural collapse or fatalities have been reported, officials caution that aftershocks might follow, and the possibility of a larger quake cannot be ruled out. For now, residents along Japan's Pacific coast remain on high alert. Local authorities say this earthquake, while serious, could have been far worse. The relatively modest tsunami and limited damage may reflect improved early warning systems and better disaster preparedness built since previous calamities. But they also warn that this might be a prelude to a more dangerous seismic event. Until the sea remains calm and seismic activity stabilizes, caution is the watchword.